Hi, come hang out. Let's burn some sage and just chill the fuck out. Wow. That is angelic. I'm gonna just embrace this for one moment. I love how I become a silhouette and then I become an actual person with identity. Hello. Silhouette. Identity. Silhouette. All right, welcome. If you made it to this moment, there might be a message in here for you. I'm Mystic Maya, and full transparency, I'm still trying to find my voice here with my beautiful collective. I feel like I'm trying different types of videos. I got the oracle card readings, I got meditations and activations and just like open dialogues and random card pulling / encouragement, which it's 111. I feel like is going to be today's intention, is to use a set of cards as inspiration. However, I really do want to preface that these card readings, when we're using the cards, yes, they are a beautiful tool. They help us understand just like how to decode our subconscious mind, all the signs, symbols, the language of our higher self. So it is a great tool. However, it's not to feed your delulu. It's not to feed the wounds. It's not to feed the illusions. It's not to feed not changing, not evolving, right? You must use your discernment in these types of messages and readings of what is working and what is inspirational and what isn't, because it could be one thing that I say that will guide you, and that's my hope, that this dialogue, this moment in time that we're sharing can just sprinkle some inspiration, some hope wherever you're at on your journey, because let's be real, duality is fucking real. It's heavy navigating the path of being a creative mystic, of being a visionary, of being a light worker, of being someone who chooses consciousness over fear. That takes so much discipline and strength and devotion, and it's not easy. It's not. And that's not to add the emphasis of boo-hoo, cry me a river, look at me, like lick my wounds. No. We have been in that mind frame, right? That's the victim victim mentality. And it serves us for a divine purpose until it doesn't, until we realize that we are captivating our own selves within our mind when we're choosing to identify ourselves as X, Y, or Z. The freedom, the free will, the choice is in our narrative. That's how we create our reality, through our mind, our body, and our soul. And it works in threes. There's other little factors like the heart and the breath, but that is encompassed in the body, because the heart and the breath lives in this body vessel. But for the most part, mind, body, soul, that trilogy is so important for alignment and for living in purpose and for stepping into duality with complete self-trust and co-creation with something bigger than you. Whatever you depict a God energy to feel like, to look like, I'm not here to tell you what is right and what is wrong. I'm here to allow you to dance in curiosity and figure out what feels good for you based on my point of view and my parallax and what I am channeling / just depicting reality to be, right? So that's a little nutshell there, or rabbit hole introduction. But I trust if I'm saying this stuff, there's a reason for it. There's always a reason. Or so I like to believe that there's always a reason, right? Call me the brave optimist. And it's funny because for so long I used to be so pissed that all because you're an optimist, people just automatically thought like, oh, things come easy to you. Because for a while, when I would share my point of view on things, the people in my surroundings would dismiss my experience, my circumstance, or my version of hardship, because I always believed, right? I always believed there's a way, there's an infinite solution. That hope, that faith never died in me, which meant over time, I started collecting data of like magical proofs in the physical world of how you can have a mountain in front of you and you move it with such ease, even though there's so much chaos. So there's a paradox here of really knowing how to trust that the detours, the hiccups, the challenges, they're all a part of the divine plan. All because there is a detour. It doesn't mean your blessings are or held from you. Beholded, I don't know, some medieval lingo wanted to come through, but basically the detour doesn't mean you're not on your way to your freaking epic destination. And the key is actually to believe that you're already living in the end destination, feeling, lifestyle, reality, characteristic. Like if we zoom out truly and see life as a game, you are a puppet. And I mean this in a very conscious way, because we're tapping out of the fact that the power is outside of us. You can be a puppet where you're not in your power, or you can be a puppet where you can zoom out and see the fact that there's a cause and effect to life, a ping pong effect, a maze. At the end of the day, when you're in a maze, you're going to go through so many, twists and turns and, going one way, turning back, going the other way. Like you're in this full discovery mode, but eventually you make it to the exit. But it doesn't matter which way you're going to get there. There's multiple pathways that will lead you to the exit, and you have to try them, and you will hit a few walls in between. But when you know that, when you enter this notion of living your beautiful life with the fact that yes, life is going to be a maze. There's going to be light, there's going to be dark, there's going to be challenges, there's going to be victories. When you can just zoom out and see the duality of that and take off the struggle from the pedestal for a second and start twisting it, start working with it as an element of your joy. I hope that's making sense, because sometimes we get so caught up in the zoomed in the struggle, in the obstacle, that we forget if we just breathe and zoom out of it and start seeing it more of what am I learning from this? Who am I becoming from this? What creative solutions exist when I open and expand my mind and my heart? Where can I soften and actually ask for help? Where can I soften and just release the pressure and trust that when I release, new solutions will come to me when I'm in a relaxed state? Oftentimes we're so burnt out by our own mind chatter. We're like determined to find solutions, which is great. I think this quality of like curiosity and determination put together in the mind is like fucking fuel for getting shit done. I love it. It's very, very much a part of the structure of creating change, creating embodiment, right? We need to balance the feminine within us that knows when to rest and when to soften, and also the masculine within us when we know how to take the action plan and put it out there, when we know to connect the dots, to speak the plan. There's a both and that's happening. So we're going to pause because I lost my train of thought there. But maybe that's because, boom, There it is. Take what you need, leave behind what you don't from that little segment. And let's open the cards. This is angel cards. I love working with angels. Personally, I do believe that like the concept of angels angels, ascended masters, teachers, and even loved ones that have passed over, friends, family members. These are all fragments of your higher self. So coming back to the fact that like these cards are just a tool. They're not the answer. They're the tool. I can sit here and give you clarity and inspiration without this tool. And most likely we'll probably have a very similar conversation because energy is just energy. We're already vibing at a certain frequency. And this tool helps us decode that frequency that we're already at. 1111. As I say that. Divine portal. And I feel like I want to emphasize this is because I just don't want to feed anyone's delulu. And that's why I'm trying to figure out the best medium for me to show up here and be here for you, for myself, as a creative mystic who loves to just share inspiration. That's what I love to do. Share inspiration of infinite potential. Each of us has such infinite potential. All we have to do is turn it on. And the way that I like to hold space for turning that on is through open dialogue. It's through mysticism. It's through somatic practices and prayer and being in play. Play is productive. 12-12. As I am saying that, play is productive. So let's bring inspiration into the cards today. Dear archangels of the highest light and compassion, what does the collective need to know today? Use me as a vessel for this inspiration. Please strip my ego, put it aside. Allow me to be a vessel of pure light and love. What does the collective need to know as they're stepping into the new chapter in their life? Wherever you are, wherever this video is finding you, I trust that you are entering some sort of new portal. There's some new endeavor in your life, and you're sitting in between the trust in the unknown and the fear of, oh my God, if I loosen my grip here, if I really trust my intuition, I'm risking it. Do I risk in myself? Do I have what it takes to really believe in myself? So in essence, there's this urgency in some way to really choose, how do you really believe in yourself? Like, do you fully believe in yourself? Especially, as we're stepping into a new year. This video is timeless. And if it's finding you not in the live moment of this, which is December time, 2025, entering 2026, this video finds you at a different time. It's just a reminder to do a tune-up. Where are you on your alignment scale? Do you truly believe in yourself? And whatever, answer comes forth, love it. If the answer is no, that's okay. That is okay. That's data. That tells you how to climb up. And I don't even like the fact that I'm saying climb up, to be honest, because I don't like the visualization of a ladder and hierarchy personally. I know it exists, but I truly believe that life is multidimensional and there's like so many pathways happening all at the same time. So it's like, it's a matter of knowing, it's just knowing the next point of action, the point of presence, there we go, that you want to put your focus and determination on. So yes, in some sense, that is like climbing a ladder, because there is a scale, an emotional scale, a frequency scale, that instead of like shaming yourself for like, oh shit, I chose fear, and then being guilty about it and just shameful and just like going down and down and down the frequency path, not believing in yourself. Or you can just do a little check-in, which that's what we're doing right now. We're doing an energetic check-in. Do I believe in myself? And if the answer is fucking yes, then heck yes, right? Infinite potential, unconditional love, purpose for the highest good of all, abundance on all levels of life, optimal health. But if it's neutral, if it's no, I don't believe in myself, that's okay too, right? What can you do to believe in yourself? What are the things that bring you joy, that strengthen that muscle within you? Because at the end of the day, self-love, believing in yourself, it is a muscle within the mind, the body, and the soul. And the more you spend time exercising this muscle, the more you're going to show up on a new frequency. The relationship will change between you and yourself and the environment, your environment. What do we need to know based on this divine spiel that I just went through? Okay. We got trust. Trust. Yes, I feel like that closes this message so beautifully. By the way, I'm drinking hibiscus tea, obsessed with this. This one is rose, lavender, and hibiscus, jamaica. And I made it hot, let it sit outside for a day, and then put it in the fridge, and I've been sipping on this all week, and it's just so good. I know jamaica has so many antioxidants, and just, it's an incredible flower to add, like as a back flower, and it just has so many beautiful properties. I'm still learning about it, so I don't know, but this could be just like a little subtle sign for us to Google more and find the benefits and the values that we feel good about. I know I've been feeling really, really good drinking this tea. It just feels warm and heart opening. The color is this beautiful, like pinkish red. It's so gorgeous. I don't know, it looks like coffee, but it's beautiful. All right, so trust in the name of love. 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 So above and so below, you got all the answers within you, you already know. Trust in yourself and your glow. What you feel is right. What you feel is shining bright. Connect to what you're feeling. Trust in that. Your body is this beautiful vessel, a compass, a map. It will help you make decisions as you're in the maze of duality. The epiphany, the chase, if you have to call it the chase, the purpose of life, there's like so many notions coming through. I'm like, okay, how do I depict this? In a nutshell, life is all about seeing duality for what it is. Not over giving the light or the shadow emphasis, but finding a neutral point where both can exist and fuel each other. And that is the hot pocket of aligned action, aligned life, like living a life that you love. It's ultimate alignment. It's when the light and the dark exist together. They're not fighting for each other. There's synergy between duality. And that doesn't mean you're not going to endure challenges. You are going to endure challenges. There's always lessons. It's a part of life. But now that you know what a yes feels like in your body, what a no feels like in your body, what a maybe feels like in your body, you understand alignment. Alignment is making decisions not only on the mind. Let go of the mind. We don't make decisions just with the mind. It's the mind, the body, and the soul. But the body is going to tell you if it's in alignment, not the mind. So you need to be discerning. How is your body feeling when someone's asking you a question about a path you're about to embark on? Is your stomach grumbling and feeling like full of knots? Do you feel nauseous? Do you feel lightheaded? Do you have headaches? Like, what is your body trying to tell you? Or do you feel clear, grounded, breath feels in alignment, you feel tall, like open? What is your body telling you? Decode that. Create data with that. Know your body. The mind has been with you and will be with you for a very long time. But it tricks you. Your own mind will trick you. So it's very important to create a solid relationship first with the soul and the body, because that's who you are from an energetic standpoint. The mind catches up based on the knowing of the soul and the body. When the body and the soul become one, it awakens the mind to start generating narratives of alignment. But in order to even get to that point, you need to take accountability for the responsibility of healing, cellular healing, which means a lot of sitting in the unknown of your inner child wounds, choosing the path of being the black sheep in the family, not having all the answers, definitely carrying a few heavy weights on you as you're trying to figure it all out. There's such, you've been through the rodeo of tower moments is what I'm trying to say. You're not new to that. You understand it crystal clear. But now, where you're at now, you have a trust like no freaking other that has been built in you as residue. It's like calluses of your becoming. You're like an epic musician of trust because your calluses is so fucking deep and structured and hard and solid, because you formed a trust within yourself without giving up time and time again. And that's what makes you so awesome. And that's what makes you a creative mystic. That's what makes you someone who's come to be a part of the conversation for change. Not just pointing the fingers for change, but becoming a part of the embodied solution for it. Because self-love is what opens the door for global peace, global love. It starts right here. Finding that interconnection and balance within the light and dark within you, and navigating your dream life based on that. Based on knowing that you can always zoom out and always zoom back in. You know who you are. And yes, you're always changing and evolving that, because it's not meant to stay the same. Who you are as a soul is always very much bam, right? Your soul essence is but it's your human essence that's on top of your soul, that in your human existence, you're always peeling off the layers and just learning a new aspect of the self, a new aspect of who you are, who you've been. The soul always remembers. The human in you is always on this like treasure hunt of decoding and remembering and becoming and embodying and healing and transcending and questioning and yeah. Being a soul in a human body is evolution. It's being a part of a miracle of experiencing life and death. It's like, whoa, how incredible to feel a full cycle of life. Like to go through that awareness that you know what it feels like. Like at this point, you don't know what it feels like because you're alive. But at some point, your soul will go through the tunnel of life, the cycle of life, and there will be a moment where you're going to see your whole life flashing before your eyes and be like, holy shit, I did it. In whatever capacity that is true to you, right? And that's also the pressure. And I'm going to end with this, is that's also the pressure of life, right? Because it's like when we're 90, 100 years old, hopefully we all get to live to that age, right? That we're my words, but the fact that we're just healthy and we can be forever young in the mind, body, and soul through the fact that we've kept the movement alive, right? In all aspects. But hopefully we can, get to a point where we're old and wise, sitting on our porch of the home that we've created. And whatever home that means to you, you can also, if you're like a nomad and you don't want that, you can just be a freaking porch in your favorite hostel, whatever is true to you, right? Like, but ideally in a dreamscape, on a porch, on a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, in the joy of the moment, taking in the sensory experience, the sounds, the smells, everything is, kicking in, and you're just in awe of the fact that you endured, that you did not give up, that you created and co-created and questioned and failed, but it led you ultimately to your ultimate victories, because without falling on the ground, that trust would have been built on sand. But instead, your resilience led you to trust that has been built on sturdy ground. So now you're reflecting as this old, wise human soul and just in triumph, in triumph of everything that you've put your energy towards. And those are like beautiful moments, right? And we talked a little bit about manifesting through already believing that the end result is done. And that's the emphasis of getting sometimes even like creative with your subconscious mind and like taking a 5-minute break and just sitting and meditating and breathing into the visualization of you as an 85-year-old woman or man sitting on that dream porch in that rocking chair and feeling in your body that you've already made all your dreams come true. Prayers answered, done, boom. Operate your day based on that vibration. Let that vibration decode the next step because you already know that it's done. Does that make sense? All right. Gonna love and leave you here. This was a lot of just like throwing concepts to the wall. Take what you need, leave behind what you don't. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being a part of me figuring out like the best medium to hold space for you. If you want to chime in and be a part of that dialogue and let me know if you like more of these videos of me in front of the camera or the oracle card readings or both, like what is it that creates the most value for you from my channel? I would love to know because I'm just figuring it out. I have so many ideas and sometimes you need a sounding board, but I was just thinking like, why don't I just, instead of guessing, let me just ask you, what do you need? What do you feel like you need? More meditations, more open dialogues, card readings like this, that it's like encouragement and a card reading? Because if you're here, you love the cards. Like, I love the cards. All right, I can talk for days, so I'm gonna leave this because we're already at 30 beautiful minutes. Okay, catch your breath. Catch your breath, Maya. Drink your tea. All right. Whoa. Over and out.